So I've been thinking about this guy and this guy as there's a call for a proper Brexit. I don't know if people have seen it, but as a professor in global security, I'm left wondering, what is Reform's plan for UK national security? In 2018, everyone's favourite Disney villain was telling us this. Brexit was going to provide a wonderful opportunity to move away from the EU and towards the United States even more. The problem with this argument from a national security perspective is just basic geography. If there is a crisis in Europe, as there was in the 1990s with this guy, or there is now with this guy, and the US, for whatever reason, doesn't want to be involved, it can just retreat behind the safety of the Atlantic Ocean. You don't have to take my word for it. Look at what Trump said at Davos. The US is choosing to be involved in the Ukraine crisis. It could retreat behind its giant ocean. Now, Trump may have been saying this to make sure European powers keep to their commitment to increase defense spending. And he wants this because he wants them to buy from US weapons manufacturers. But it may be in the future that it's not about the US choosing what crisis to get involved in. For example, in a discussion about UK and European security in November, the worst case scenario was raised, that the US and China ends up in a direct war with one another and Russia takes advantage of this. This illustrates that it may not be about the US choosing to get involved in a European crisis or not. It may be engaged on the other side of the world. To return to Reform then, what is the plan for UK national security? Because if you paint the EU as the bad guy, and I'm not saying it is a good guy, but I'm saying geographically, it makes more sense to have a collective security system with European countries than it does the United States, who may not choose to come and save you or may be entangled in their own crises. To be clear, the answer can't just be more of the same, because as this report in January highlights, riding the coattails of the United States has simply hollowed out UK defence capabilities. In a final bizarre twist, I don't actually think that we should rejoin the EU. And why do I think that? Because I don't think we have time to renegotiate that for years to come. We needed an integrated European approach to security in 1999, and my God, do we need one right now, like yesterday.